my soulmate. I'm going to tell you about my soulmate, and it's probably not what you're thinking. I'm Ray of Sunshine. Delighted that you're here with me today. Hey, I was just a few seconds ago, I was in my vehicle. I was at the pond. The same pond that I go through, I usually go to all summer long to go kayaking. And look, now here I am with you and all these other sunflowers. So I don't know what happened there, but I'm going to tell you about my soulmate. As you see, I'm in my vehicle, and I point that out for the benefit of those who can't see me right now. Sometimes, the background, the environment in my presentation is significant, which it was in some of my earlier videos. I don't know if you saw any of those. This is an alphabetical sort of setup. So prior to this, right now we're in the upper J's, J6, I believe, heading into the K section, and you have the advantage over here in the J section of finding out that the K section, K Kingdom, is going to be called Kingdom, the Kingdom section. It makes me think of, some of you may be familiar with this song. It goes back quite a while. Katie. I believe goes back to the 1940s, probably. We know what happens sometimes. We transition and things change unexpectedly, and that seems to be what happened here. Things changed very unexpectedly. So this pond that I thought I was at is the place where I go in the summertime to go kayaking, to go walking through the woods, to go for a picnic, all that kind of stuff. I spend a lot of time there. I've been spending time there since I was in my teens. I used to go there all the time. I used to go swimming. Not that I go back that far, in case you were wondering. However, that sort of music was popular when I was a child in the 1950s, 1960s, and especially around, campfires and stuff like that. Oh, now look, and I'm not a bit surprised. The sun and the moon have wiggled their way in here. I don't know how that happens, but actually, it's representative of the theme of my whole video presentation. It's a revolution. I mean, an evolution. It shows the evolution of me, and it shows the evolution of you. Katie, my beautiful Katie, you're the only girl that I adore. And I'm not going to sing the whole thing. If you want me to sing the whole thing, then you have to come see me live and in person. That's all I'm going to sing on this particular presentation. So today, I want to tell you about my soulmate. Let me tell you a little bit about the format of my whole video presentation, and you might be familiar with it already. But this expect the unexpected. Entire video series is a metaphor on lots of different levels, and I explain it in lots of different ways, as I explain many things in lots of different ways on many of my earlier videos. You may notice that I repeat everything. And the reason for that is because, well, I'm human, and I know that sometimes it takes a while, sometimes it takes a little repeating for things to sink in. And I'm assuming that you're human, and so you probably share a similar condition to that. So I repeat things. However, I repeat them in a lot of different ways, so it doesn't get too ho-hum. So as we transition from the A's to the B's to the C's and so forth, there's an overlap. So let's say we're going from the A section to the B section, which I have, and then the B to the C, and now we're going from the J's to the K. So there's an overlap sometimes. So I explain the setup of my whole video presentation in a lot of the earlier videos. But I'm going to tell you right now, talking about the backgrounds. In some of the J videos and the section before that, the I section, the backgrounds were very significant. And there's different themes, different sort of formats to all my different sections, which represents all the different stages of life, or all the different stages of human kindness, all the different stages of our evolution on the planet. There's lots of different ways you can view it. So, but my goal in all of this is to deliver your magical message. Okay, so just to fill you in, that's why you're here, for your magical message. So stay tuned. Expect the unexpected. The format that I'm going to be developing is going to be a little bit different than all the other formats that came before this, and all the different rays of sunshine that came before this. There's a zillion rays of sunshine in my previous videos, and that's what they're there for, to illustrate different. When you go back there, you're going to have to think outside the box. I mean, like way outside the box. But you're going to discover how you deal with discovering different. And that's significant right now because we're heading into an energy that's very different. Something that has never been attempted before on this planet. It's our time to blossom. It's a big event. And so that's why I want to talk about how we fit into all of that. And we can make this world a better place. How all of these beautiful sunflowers fit in to that scenario. Get used to different. Get used to dealing with different. So the format that I'm going to be using, I composed something which I consider, you can think of it in terms of a daily affirmation. You can think of it in terms of daily dose of inspiration. And you know me, I love inspiration. If there's inspiration, load me up. I'll take two. Give me 2 doses of inspiration. So I figured that's kind of like the underlying goal of my video presentation, because over the course of several decades, I've gained a great deal of perspective about learning loving and loving living, and I see it as inspirational, and so my goal is to share that inspiration with you in a meaningful and powerful way. So I wrote this composition. It's a result of a progression over the entire 2021. It was an ongoing project. In fact, there's some excerpts from this that I used in some of my earlier videos. But now this is the completed version, and the only thing that was missing up until yesterday was the title, and the title of it is My Soulmate. So this is sort of a format that I'm going to be developing more into as we get into the K section. And I also want to explain to you how all of this originated. But let me read My Soulmate. I don't think I need my glasses. My life is pretty perfect these days, off-kilter and topsy-turvy and all. And it continues to be more and more perfect every day, because you can't have too much perfect. I remember when I was angry a lot of the time. I can remember when I was miserable with no end in sight. I remember the past because it helps me to put the present in perspective. Then the present can propel me into a future of creating my dreams. All that I am ready for is unfolding in divine, perfect timing, right in front of me. Every single experience in my life contributes to shaping and defining me. They contribute to bringing out my best and aligning me to exactly where I am meant to be at every moment. Get ready, new world, because I'm here to discover me, to do something different, and discover something different about me so that I can make a difference. I am blessed with an enormous love for life, and I am rising up to the next exciting chapter of my unfolding, my blossoming, with enthusiasm and unshakable trust. I am transcending fear and doubt and allowing my wildest dreams to emerge into the landscape of my effervescent experience here on Earth. Every day, I am letting go of something that made me feel weak and less than enough. I am in alignment with what matters most, finding me in my soul's blossoming. Finding me fuels the continual emergence of happiness and joy, to be appreciated and enjoyed. I am reclaiming my power, growing, and becoming free from old stories. My old programming is being rewritten as I am leaving behind everything that is not for my highest good and which no longer serves me. I am a powerful creator. I trust my brilliance, my uniqueness, and my ability to create a reality which is sparkling with magic and miracles. I am passionate and excited about emerging into my full expression of me. My high vibrational focus has a ripple effect throughout all of humanity. I am amazing. I am limitless. I am my soulmate. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about where the my soulmate concept came from and how it developed, because I think you'll find it interesting. Back in 2020, I believe it was, I fell in love with somebody. Well, actually, I fell in love with several people. However, this one was pretty heavy duty. This one had a French accent and all. I'm telling you. So what happened was, I experienced a betrayal, a letdown, and instead of being angry about it, I was angry for a while, and cold shoulder. But then I decided, you know what? It's either going to be forgive or forget about spending any time together, because there was too much friction, too many hard feelings. So I let it go until the next time it happened. The next time it happened was major, and that's when I said, so long, honey. And that lasted for many, many months, where we were not at all in contact until one day we were once again in contact, and things kind of simmered up again a little bit. But what I learned was, during that process, what happened way back in the beginning was, I got this message that said, hey, you know what? There, Ray of Sunshine, and that was right about the time when I named myself Ray of Sunshine, when I started doing these videos. Instead of spending some time there figuring out how to get this character to love you, why don't you figure out how to get you to love you? Who said that? But it made sense. I like stuff that makes sense. But also around that same time, ironically, wouldn't you know, I get this other message. I read it someplace where it said something like, love yourself as you would want your soulmate to love you. And that developed into a self-love journey that is being exposed in the Learning, Loving, and Loving Living series. A journey of self-love. And that's what this whole video presentation is about. A self-love journey. So that's what I learned. And I learned that I didn't have to hate John for helping me find me. I had to thank John. I had to appreciate John. I had to love... Did I say John? Well, John, that's just a made-up name. The revolution. I mean, an evolution. That's where I'm going to end this video. Repeat after me. Repeat after me. Let me just put my glasses on here. And you may realize that... Well, the only reason, I don't know if I wore these glasses yet. These are the glasses that are in my vehicle. Check these out, and I don't know, but some people I know come here just to check me out and see how sexy I look in my glasses, so I figured I put them on. Seriously. Repeat after me. I have the power to change the world. I have the power to change the world. You have the power to change the world. You have the power to change the world. Share this video. It's playtime. Create you.